Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Samantha the Card Girl here. So, I did not do yesterday's video. I worked a, not training, orientation, but it was a full open to close shift with my new job yesterday. So, for yesterday's prompt, it was, what's your favorite tarot to go book and why? I don't have one right now. I'm thinking that if I get a moment to breathe, it's going to be this one right here. But I haven't been able to dive into it. Hopefully February. Hopefully. So that was for yesterday, day 28. Today's prompt, day 29 of Anthony Dawn's 31 Days of Tarot, is how do you feel about deck modification? Love it, love them, especially if you get a deck and you don't resonate with it. It's a great way to bond with your new deck, or even if it's an older deck and you haven't been able to connect with it. It's a great exercise because you're spending time with that deck and you're putting your energy into that deck and you're making that deck your own, and that's a huge bonding exercise and works really, really well for decks that you struggle with. So I'm going to start with, I've modified not only decks but boxes also, just because it's easier and aesthetically pleasing. This is the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. I don't know, yeah, you can see, I laminated these because the cardstock was crap, but the artwork is just, it's incredible. It's beautiful, busy. So, see if there we go. Had to find the right spot. Busy deck, but very easy to read once you get used to the images and spend time. The lamination makes it glossy. Otherwise, I don't think they're not a high gloss deck. I believe they're matte. But once you spend time with the deck and step into the card's energy, it's really easy to pick up and read with. Aren't they stunning? Well, when I got this deck, I mistook it for the Ghost Tarot, which is what I recently acquired. Totally different. Did I show you the backs, by the way? Look at how cute. I just love it. So yeah, that's one that I laminated. Let's see, I'll put them over here. The other one is my traditional Rider-Waite. Also, you can see laminated these. These have the star backs. I like the vibrant colors. For some people don't. Some people like the more vintage style looking cards. I really like these vibrant and bright, and just the images pop. So yeah, laminated those, and I laminated my Tarot Made Easy, not the easy, hold on. I've got its companion book right here. There is Tarot Made Easy, and there's the Easy Tarot. So this says Your Tarot, Your Way. Nice guidebook. So these are the backs. And again, very Rider-Waite. Obviously easy to... What, Maddie? Daughter's in there eating lunch. But I love the borderless, except with the exception of this, but because it's at the bottom and a darker color, I find that I don't even really pay attention to it, which is nice, but the keyword is there if I need it. But again, vibrant colors, super easy to read. There's no questioning, you know, and I love decks that have exactly what's going on in the picture, whereas like a pip deck, for say, doesn't. And then what I now have in this box that I adorned that charm. This used to be in a black pouch. And I find, like, pouches are great for on the go, but I find if you keep your decks in them for long, the cards tend to bow. So I prefer boxes, but I also laminated my Everyday Witch. Again, because the cardstock is crap, unfortunately. So, yeah. Laminated these. Alright, and that's, let's see, those are all my laminated decks. Then we'll go with, let's go with this one. My Wild Unknown Tarot. And what I did down here was just write down the keyword, because the guidebook isn't good with card meanings as far as like the traditional meanings. So yeah, I wrote those down at the bottoms. Okay. And decks that I have edged, we'll move on to that. Ghost Tarot that I finished a few weeks ago. Edged in beautiful black. It really makes the deck, I feel like. It adds to that, like, that dark, spooky energy, if you will. And it also helps the images pop. So, my fingers don't want to work because I'm in my sunroom and it's pretty cold. We're having a snowstorm now. They actually called for early dismissal for my son's school. So in about 15-20 minutes I'll have to go get him. And they've actually called for a code blue also, because we're supposed to have horrible temperatures. Fun times. Alright, so the other one is my Zombie Tarot, edged in red. Now, I have seen this deck edged in black, and I didn't like how the black edges looked against the black cards. They didn't seem to match. I had seen them on YouTube. And then I also took that same Sharpie, and I colored my finger and then dabbed like little bloody fingerprints on the cards as well. Again, just to add to that gore factor, basically. Because when you get this deck, it's super crisp and clean. Zombies are not super crisp and clean. They are messy and they are bloody and, you know, very gore. So, yeah. I even added some, like, on the images themselves. I did not do his face is actually like that in the card. Let's see if I can't get it to focus. Ooh. No. There we go. Such a pain. Yeah. So, yeah, I was so happy with the way this turned out. So, so happy. Such a fun deck. This was one of the decks I was considering for oh, you know what, it would this was the deck I chose for my most sassy. I was thinking it was a contender. No, this one won. There was my Everyday Witch. That's what I was thinking. That one was a contender for sassy deck, because that one can be too. So also with the Zombie Tarot, I added a fun little cemetery ribbon to pull the book out. Okay. And then another one that I altered, not by, well, alright, so this is the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. And I keep it in this really pretty pouch with a sun and a moon. And the edges were super sharp. It already came laminated, with this silver gilding. So I went to buy a corner punch. I bought one that made a pattern instead of a plain one, but it's all right. I later, like, after I got it home and realized it, I went back out the next day and got one that actually rounded corners and didn't punch holes and things. So, but it looks good. It's my daughter's phone. Yeah, so I like it. I don't think it ruins the deck at all. It's fun. And again, bless you, it makes it uniquely mine. So, love that. And, let's see. Oh, the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, too. I did not modify the deck. I don't think I will. There are no borders, and I already have the beautiful silver gilding on it. But I added the super fun green and black polka dot ribbon to it, and to the book as well. And next, now the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. This is the deck that I will also be adding keywords to underneath, because it's just animals. There are no keywords. It just says what the animal is, and I don't know animals. This means nothing to me, so I need a little bit of help with these. Love the deck, don't get me wrong. Oh, and I also added the 5 elements. This is the front, and I believe, I can't remember, I think this was all in black, and I put them in color, and then added this to the inside, and it's black on the outside. That was already there. So I altered that, and this had a sleeve. This is the box that this came in. Had a sleeve, and I cut this pattern off of the sleeve and attached it to the box, so that, and then, yeah, so that I could just, I don't need to bother with sleeves, you know. And then this little thing was also, the infinity symbol was also on the sleeve, and I cut that out and put that underneath there. So that's what I've done and what I'm going to do with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. Sorry, it keeps going out of focus. The other one is my Shadowscapes, and I forgot to put, great. All right, so I am currently in the middle of trimming the borders, the 3 borders off of my Shadowscapes, and I'll show you those later, because I left it in the living room, and I can't pause right now. It's weird when you go on to YouTube on my phone and you hit record. If I press, like, the only button there is for stop, I can't pause it. I don't know. I'm very, I'm just not tech savvy. I don't know how to put insert pictures and make myself a little introduction before I start my videos, so I don't know. But anyway, so I'm in the middle of modifying the deck, and I also added this really beautiful paper to the inside of the box, so it's not just cardboard, and then purple ribbon so I can lift the book out. But yeah, I will definitely show you guys the deck at some point when it's finished. Also, with the Tarot in Wonderland, I don't think I'm going to, like, I don't mind the plain border, the edges. I don't think I'll modify those. What I did here was add funky, contrasting yet bold pattern to the other side, and then this was on the inside cardboard piece that used to be here, and I cut that out and put the cat there. So that's what I'm doing with my Tarot in Wonderland. All right, last one, my Enchanted Lenormand. And again, this So this one pulls out the drawer, and I keep a cute little quartz crystal with my deck, and put this beautiful paper in it. This again, it goes with that earthy garden vibe. So yeah. All right, so those are my deck mods and what I plan to do, and I hope you like this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Sorry, it's a little bit scattered and all over the place with my daughter home, and then trying to keep my eye on the time for getting to the bus stop for my son. I am kind of a little bit of all over the place, but I wanted to get this done now before it got too cold to do it tonight. After the kids are in bed. I definitely won't be able to be out here then. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 30. Bye.